Hi, I'm Uncle Mark working on my 2011 Ford Flex. This has a really hard way to unlock the shifter if it's not working properly. And no, you can't really go down that little hole there. I'll show you how it works and my modification, because I got stuck for about 45 minutes. I couldn't get it out of gear. And I wasn't too thrilled. So here's the hole that you can take that little piece off of. It just pops out, and normally you would stick something down there, but look how far you have to stick something, whatever it's going to be. There's a little flappy thing. Move the wire out of the way here in a second. I don't know how many inches. That'd be 6 inches, maybe more. Now, it's almost impossible to hit it if you have something straight down. And remember, we're looking at this with everything apart. Now, if you're just doing it blindly, what are the chances you're going to hit that? Nil, pretty much. So you could take, I guess, all this plastic pieces off of here. See, look, straight down is it just misses it. Putting my parking brake on first because it's going to be in neutral and I don't want it rolling. Skippable chapters included. I'm going to use a flat screwdriver and pop this out gently, just because it's actually two pieces that had been glued together. How many years ago? I actually broke this one. I've actually re-glued it with, it only goes in one way. Re-glued it with some model glue. I'm going to use one of these trim panel tools. It's just plastic, soft plastic, to pop this out. I guess you could do that with a screwdriver too. You may scratch it up though. Pop that out. You'll see the way these little fingers are. They have grippies on the inside. There you go. There's one there, and then on this other side as well. So let's set that aside. Don't want to break it. And I'm going to open my armrest and try and pull this up. Now, I kind of go straight up, if that even makes any sense. Once you take it off, you'll know what's going on. Now, once that's popped out, this front here pulls towards you. There, now it's out towards you and about up. Now, you're not going to get it off with a shifter there, which is the whole point of this exercise anyway, right? Remember, your parking brake's on, right? So I'm just going to flip that little gadget button there and put it into neutral. Now you're going, hey, Mark, I didn't see what you pressed. This was it right here. With the flashlight, you should be able to see it with this up a little bit. I'm going to unplug these. Take it from there. Little squeezy tab. This, I think, is for the light, for what gear you're in. This other one, I've got the self-parking, automatic parking, whatever it's called, parallel parking button here where you press that and it'll parallel park by itself, which is kind of neat. Yeah, there we go. Wrong button I was pressing. Now my plan is to take these this insert out, and I see on the newer ones, Ford already thought of this on the newer ones, but this is an older one. They've made a little door in here. Of course, this one doesn't have it. So I'm going to make a hole right there, probably the size of my finger, so that I can get like a screwdriver or something in there if I am stuck, and drill it right there. And then we can access where that unit is. I'm using one of these step bits. Worked pretty good on plastic. You probably want to make it as large as you can. Of course, make sure this piece here is on the right side, and drill there. And why would I mention that? Well, because I accidentally drilled on that side. By the time I got to the step bit, it was probably 15 minutes later. I looked at it, I was thinking, well, that's where you need to drill. You see my second hole. Hey, sometimes that's what happens. It's going to be hidden anyway. But make sure your unit looks the same way this one is here, with that little, I don't know what it's, like a cubby hole or something like that. Yeah, I goofed. There's the wrong hole. Oops. Again, it'll be hidden. Put that in there. There you go. It should be hidden. Should be able to get at that with a pen or something. It still might be a little tough to get at, but we'll see. There it is, hidden from the inside view. Hey, give me the thumbs up if you like what you're learning already. Please, it'll help the algorithm know that, hey, maybe Mark knows what he's doing, or at least he's shown you something. Let's get back to this for a minute here. You see how if you stick something in there blindly, it gets locked up, it hits something wrong, you don't know what that is, that's not where it needs to hit. It needs to hit a little further. You can try and bend whatever you're pushing, and then it still misses everything. Look at that. Actually, if you're wondering what this piece of metal is, it's off of an old wiper blade. It was the metal on the two sides of some of these, the cheaper brands. So you just need to move that out like that. And it goes out of gear, or out of park. Like I say, I'm not really sure what that access point was from the top. It doesn't work. Hey, if you want more videos on this vehicle, the Ford Flex, top right-hand corner, click on the card. That'll give you a playlist of other videos I've done on this. I'm going to do is I'm going to use a little bit of, I got some white, it's actually a stripe, from a stripe kit I'm going to put on there, but I guess you could always put, I don't know, some kind of paint or something. Hey, subscribe, bottom right-hand corner as well. Next time I do a video, you'll get a notification. So what I want to do is, when everything's put back together, if I need to get this out of gear for some reason, what I can do is, hopefully the white will make, because everything's going to be dark in there, right? Hopefully the white will make it a little easier to see where you're going to get your pen and flip it back. So that's what this one's going to look like. If you're wondering how to fix this, this is not the video for you. This is just, if you're having trouble. I was having trouble with my ignition, one of the switches or one of the wires. And because of that, sometimes this wouldn't go out of gear or go out of park. Let's put this back together. So if you remember, there's a couple of places these clips are going to go into. Here at the back, and then two at the front. There's one there, and one there. First, you want to hook up the wires. So these wires are, I believe, for your cup holder, and yeah, these are actually cup holder lights. I thought it was the shifter lights, but it's not. And if you have this option, this other one is for the self-parking feature, which I've used once. Ford's actually deleted that, or it's not going to be in the 2025 6s. So I guess not enough people liked it or used it, but this has almost all the options in it, so I should maybe try that once in a while, just see how it works, freak everybody out in the car. So I have to make sure that that cup holder, cuppy things, whatever they're called, is not hitting inside there. This just pushes straight down, give her a clip. These are probably with two hands, and then this should just pop down. These clips should go into there too. Maybe push a little further first. No, I didn't crack that. Looks like there's a crack there. Snap it there a couple times. I think that's just a string or something. And make sure everything's in there, and should be able to get at it here. We'll do a little test here just to make sure it works. There's my hole there. See if I can get a pin in there or something, and flip that little switch. I can see the white in there. I don't know if I could if I didn't have a flashlight. You just kind of hook it. Look at that. And it's going to be tough enough that a child wouldn't be able to do that. Although I guess if that little thing with the hole in it that was hidden would work properly, a kid could always stick something in there as well. This plastic cup holder trim there, the black, is not that easy to get out of there anyway. Put this back into it, only goes in one way. It just clips down, just be gentle with it. Leave some comments if you'd like as well. That piece goes in, it only goes in one way. Here's when it was broken. So what I ended up doing is I just used some model glue. I guess you could use any kind of plastic glue. It only sits in one way. This kind of a round part that sits away from the dash. And I'm happy with that. Hopefully it works for you too if you need to do something like this. Hope to see you another time. Thanks for watching.